for the live stream when we start. Thank you. Good evening, everybody. Okay, just doing a sound test. Hello. It's 0 degrees right now. Yeah, 0 degrees right now in Europe. My goodness, unbearable is the word. Unbearable. Okay. Yes. Good evening, everybody. You could say hi to me so that I can do a sound check and also do a visual check to see everything is okay. So make sure everything is okay. Amy, good to see you. Ching Long, good to see you. Pinky, good to see you too. Okay. Derek and Colin, good to see you. Okay. Eileen and Wen Liang, good to see you too. Okay. SY, good to see you. Desmond, good to see you. Desmond, are you going to ask me whether Kedu is singing? Kedu is not here in Europe. Right? Yeah. Billy, loud and clear. Wow. Share to tally check. All right. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Nixon, good to see you too. Custom, good to see you. Yes. Family, Young Long, Randall, Strawberry, good to see you too. So everybody can hear me loud and clear. Of course, when you come in, please give a like. And Joyce and Joy. Oh, Joyce and Joy. Singaporean Chinese. Okay, good to see you. Charlene, good to see you. Wow, good to see you in both live streams. Okay. Yong and Yang Chong, good to see you. If my HDB MOP, should I sell it? Thanks, James, for giving a like. Really appreciate it. Lilian, oh, it's loud and clear. Thank you. Okay. You know, there is a big, huge parliamentary discussion right now about HDB, how unaffordable, how long the waiting time is, and issues and things like that. So I was looking at it, then I was have some personal reflection that I felt I want to share, and I don't know whether you guys will come to the same alignment. The things I want to say, I don't think some of you all will like it. The things I want to say, maybe the government would like it. But you know what? I thought a philosophical mindset change is needed to solve all our problems right now. So I think I have to air it. If I don't say, I beta hunt. Yes. So my slides are already attached in the description. Okay. And for those people who just came in, we appreciate everyone give a like, please. Okay. Let's start, shall we? Let's start. Okay. I'll be frank with you. I'm now in McDonald's, and so if you see me eat a French fry, please forgive me. Just joking. Okay. So this is my 264 talk. Okay, and you can see my slides here. Okay, Kelvin, good to see you. Yes, all of you give a like, please. Um, there's a huge parliamentary debate discussion, and we've got the opposition party PSP calling for a housing policy reset. Okay, government telling everybody that actually our flats are quite accessible and quite affordable. Blah 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 blah. Desmond Lee is heading the discussion. Minister Desmond Lee, I think he's the son of last time Minister Lee Yock Swan. He's a good man. He's a good man. I met him once before in a meeting. Oh, he's quite good. He's a good man. There's some names calling in our Telegram page. Please don't do that. You've never met him. I've met him. He's really a good minister. The problem is not his. The problem is a fundamental problem of the whole nation and whole government, a mindset change. And I'll tell you what I think is a problem. Okay, essentially there are three problems. Okay, there are three problems. The first one is our HDB flats are unaffordable. Our BTO flats are unaffordable. Second is that our BTO flats waiting time are very long. And third is the rejection rates of applicants are very high. These are essentially the three big problems that we discussed. I want to go a bit deeper and more, a bit higher level as well. Okay. I'll first discuss whether our HDB flats is indeed unaffordable. You cannot take one sweep and call HDB flats HDB flats. There are different type of HDB flats, different areas, different locations, and different types, sizes, and things like that. They're all quite different. I stay in HDB my whole life. I still stay in one, so I think I'm qualified to discuss about HDB. Okay. Second is that the HDB waiting time is quite long. I will not discuss that because that one is easy to solve. The government knows how to solve it, right? So to solve HDB flats, waiting problem is very easy. Just build more. Yeah, just build as fast as possible. What's so difficult about building, right? And then the problem is a mindset change. They need to build ahead. They are very scared of unsold flats. They are very scared of unsold flats. Okay, um, I don't think there's a need to be scared of unsold flats. Yeah, because if you have unsold flats, very simple. Just drop the price. Just drop the price, At a certain price, everything will come in, right? So I don't think the government is trying to maximize profit. They just don't want inefficiency. I don't see how there was a problem decades ago about unsold flats and things like that. I don't think this problem is going to be around for a long time. If you agree, please let me know. Okay. Yes. So I don't see why you cannot build ahead of demand. Why must you build in retrospect of demand, right? So so what so anyway, that one is an it, it's a mindset change that's needed by the government, and I think that's quite an easy problem to solve. The rejection rates of applicants are very high. I didn't know that about 60% of applicants reject. Very simple. You reject, ban you for 3 years. See whether you dare to reject or not. Right? Again, all these are very simple to solve, right? Right. So real hard position, So if I let you reject 2 times, the third time you're gone, right? So I don't see why is it so difficult. Why is it so difficult to solve all these problems, right? Okay, and those days, I you know I don't see why is it so difficult, right? Okay, so unsold flats is easy to resolve, right? Okay, uh, it is unsold to change unsold flats into sold is very easy, right? Just adjust the price, right? We already have one big fat margins from the land margins already, which is sold at market price. So it is you are not pricing the flat at cost. You are pricing the flat at market price. So you are not afraid that you will lose money. So there's no problem with tax. There's no problem with tax. You're right, CC. CC say very good. It contradicts the asset enhancement scheme of the government philosophy. But you notice in the recent years they don't talk about that anymore because this is a silly policy. If you enhance it, that means someone benefits and later generation become unaffordable, right? So I think they kind of come to it. Okay, but let's discuss a little bit more. The one I'm gonna HDB where HDB where HDB make losses, but government as a whole did make losses. Yeah. Okay. So there are a lot of ways to solve unsold flats. Easy, right? Easy. You put me as the government policymaker, I know how to solve that easily. Now, I'm not good as a policymaker, don't get me wrong. Okay. Our government people are very smart. It's a problem of philosophically mindset change. They know how to solve this problem. But once you put certain philosophy down, okay, as principles you cannot change, then you you all get locked up already. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna go into politics. Please don't get me wrong, okay? But actually, is it indeed that our HDB's BTOs are unaffordable? Actually, when I look into it, not really leh. Our BTOs in the non-mature estate are actually quite affordable, If you look at the Yishun ones, it's a bit small. I'll just read to you, okay? I said this before. Yishun one, even the 5-room flat range between 375,000 to 450,000. Okay, a 4-room flat, which I think most people should try to shoot for their first flat. My first flat is a 4-room flat. It's 240,000 to 300,000. Quite okay, quite okay, right? Uh, so, so, so Yishun is quite affordable. Let's go look at the next one. There's no Yishun, but whether Yishun got a lot of dead cats, I mean cats and things like that. And so, don't please don't talk about me in politics. It won't happen. Okay, yeah, before the government come after me. Okay, Tengah area, 4-room flats are 300,000 to 397,000. 5 room flat is 400,000 to 500,000 or so on. I mean, it is high, but it's not so high, right? Not so high. Please all give a like, please. If you agree with me, right, in what I said, okay? In Bukit Batok, it's about 300,000 to 400,000 for 4 room flat. And then for 5 room flat, it's about 400,000, 500,000. It's a bit on the high side for 5 room flat, but you know what? Take a 4 room flat. There's nothing wrong. I grew up in a 4 room flat. My first house is a 4 room flat. Okay. Yes. So yeah. So the problem really is not about BTO in non unaffordable houses, right? It's because a lot of you all pointed out, a lot of people want good location. Location, location, location. Why do they want good location? Because good location has a better quality of life. I also love to stay in the city, right? So if you look at our key problem is actually not that our BTOs are expensive, it is the BTO in mature estates are expensive. You agree with me? Look at the mature estate BTO, right? The Ang Mo Kio ones, right? Ang Mo Kio is 800 can go up to 800 over thousand. Okay, right? 877,000 for 5 room flat. Right? Humongously expensive. Okay. You look at Queenstown. Queenstown 4 room flat can go up to 725,000. Okay. Queenstown, 3 room flat is almost 500,000 BTO, right? So the key thing is this: the windfall potential is very high. The windfall potential is very high. There's a lot of places with 5 room flats now worth $1 million or more. Ang Mo Kio has 28 units sold above 1 million. Bishan has 16, Bukit Merah 43, Central 23, Clementi has 19 units. So I didn't know Clementi has 19 5 room flats that sold more than $1 million. Kallang, Toa Payoh 37. So basically, yes, the BTO are expensive, but why so many people go for it when it's so expensive? Because number one, it brings a better quality, right? Number two is that the capital gain is phenomenal, few $100,000. Who won't want to go for it? It's like bigger than this is like kena toto, So all will rush into it. Okay, who caused all this problem? Right? Who caused all this problem? Now I don't have a solution to this. Why does this problem exist? Okay, the windfall potential is also very high with the 4 room flats. The 4 room flats, in Bishan already have a one unit that went up above 1 million. Bukit Merah 2, the Central 27, and all this. So even our 4 room flats are begin to, yeah, okay. So how are you going to solve all these problems? Okay, so therefore, 21 housing estates now have HDB above $1 million. The 1 million is not the point of $1 million. It's a point that houses are now HDB prices are now going up and up and up. Okay, so therefore we have a lot of issues with our flats. How did this problem come about? Hmm. No, you see, it is not that no a lot of people want to have this windfall, and a lot of people want to see in the central or mature estates. Therefore, you have this problem. How do you solve this problem? Now, again, right? A lot of people, the opposition party, okay, the opposition party actually proposed that don't charge the land cost into it. I don't agree with that. Okay, but that's not the problem. What is the problem, right? The root of the problem is we had allowed property prices to escalate too high, right? Too high. In a property price escalation, who gains, right? And who gains? Yes, you know what? That's the funny thing, okay? Your children, your children do not, the children do not, yes, when the property price escalate, we are house owner, we benefit or seems to benefit, right? But our children do not benefit. Our children will have a terrible time trying to get houses. You know, that's very funny. Someone asked this question. I read it. Right? Everybody wants houses to be affordable, but not theirs. No, I want my house to be priced very high, but I want my children to be able to buy affordable houses, right? So everybody wants houses to be affordable. I think everybody agree that. Yet it's just not their own, right? So it's just not their own houses, right? Recently my blog has someone sold his flat for $1 million, right? So wow, I feel very shocked, but I also not very happy, right? I'm not happy that I was hoping that one day my kids can buy a flat, in near my house. But now $1 million, young people, how to afford it, right? So bottom line is that that I'm also in the same thinking. I want my flat to price high, yet I want kids to affordable. You cannot have your cake and eat it, right? Okay. The second problem is a problem of jealousy to an extent. Okay. Look at it. Most people don't like to see others getting windfall when they don't. Okay. So you see people getting windfall and you didn't get a windfall. How can? Right? How can? Right. So they go and I stay in a masonette, yes. So you actually you get other people get windfall and you didn't get. How can? So you create a lot of social inequality, or a lot of what we call um, allocation of inefficient allocation of resources. It's very complicated. Now all this happen. Why? Once you have this problem, there is no solution. Yeah, there is no solution. Okay, no solution. How can other win the 12 million total? It's not fair, but the 3% share, right? Okay, anyway. Once you have a problem like what we have right now, there is no solution. Once there's a property prices go escalated beyond to this extent, there is no solution. You bring up HDB prices, people are unhappy, right? You make you bring down prices, people are unhappy. So once you kena this thing, you liao, right? So you cannot allow this problem to even start. Bottom line is this, right? The first mindset that people, yeah, that you're right, please bring down HDB prices, people buay song. But yet, if you let it be too high, people also buay song. Can you see, right? Can you see the issue? So, so the minute housing property prices escalates, there are effectively no solution to this problem. So this problem cannot be solved retrospectively, meaning, sorry, cannot be solved after it happened. It has to be nipped on the bud. It's just like cancer. You wait until a person kena cancer, then you treat it. It's there is no solution to this, right? There's no solution to this. You have to solve people. Okay, you have to solve the cancer before it starts. Meaning that, for example, you go for early scanning, you live a healthy lifestyle, you live a stress-free life, or blah 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 blah, that kind of thing. The minute HDB and property price escalate, yeah, there is no solution to this. You look at our current problem right now. Okay, I'll just say this. Okay, property price escalation is counterproductive to the economy. Now, a lot of people who own houses may get offended by this, but you know what? Let's hear me out first. Okay, when property price escalates, okay, cost of living escalates. Cost of living escalates. Everything goes up in tandem. It drives everything. Rental goes up, running cost of living goes up, wages have to go up whatsoever, right? So right now we have a even bigger problem. It's not unaffordability of HDB. That's not the biggest issue. Our rentals have escalated tremendously. Now it doesn't hit Singaporeans, so all of us ignore it. It will come and bite you. Why? Because who are the people renting? There are essentially two groups of people renting, right? One is the executive expats and all this. They are the blue collar workers. Do you realize that the people, our people who serve in the food courts, are people who clean the plates and all this, our nurses and all this. Right now, they are being squeezed terribly by high rentals. Do you know how much is the rental of one room right now? Anybody could tell me, right? In a non-prime estates, thousand over dollars. I think I told you before, I have a masseuse that treats all my injuries. She can't afford it anymore. She said, I'm done. She went back to China, die. Okay. She, yeah, near, exactly. Thousand over dollars for one room. Yeah. Is the, one room, not the whole flat. Yeah. Thousand over dollars. Okay. And her pay is I think maybe max 2,000, more than half the pay goes to meet the high rental. How is she gonna afford? Clementi got Xiao Lang owner asking for 1.8K for common room. You know what? There's a good chance someone will take it. Yeah, he may be Xiao, but the rest of people have no choice. Okay, has no choice. Is that serious right now, no? When all these costs goes up, what happen? Right? I have staff that rents a room. Right? This cost is escalating as well. Okay? 1,200 1,250 common room, two sharing. How on earth are the people gonna afford it, right? Okay? So it is a very serious issue, right? It's a very serious issue. The cost of living of the economy is gonna go up. And then when the price comes to you, guess what? Then you say, hey, why so expensive? Right? We have to recognize that property, like finance, like banks, financial institution, have linkages with the rest of the economy. Who can solve this problem? Who can solve this problem? Who can solve this problem? Right? Okay. The government can solve this problem. It's totally within the government power to solve this problem. It's totally within the government power to solve this problem. Right? Let me tell you, for example, what I saw when I was shocked. Such a big policy. Yeah, you agree with me now? Why nobody give, like, you agree with me the government can solve this problem? Okay. Yeah. You know what Canada do? I'm not saying this is best for Singapore. It just happened. It just happened. Canada banned foreigner from purchasing most real estate. Right? Canada has outright banned foreigners cannot buy houses. You know what? Overnight, what will happen to the property prices? Right? That's it. Right? Why is our government having so much struggle in solving this problem? Because they has there's a lot of mindset philosophy that's fixated really, right? First you need to enhance the asset of people. Okay. Next you need to drive economy. Next, you need to create affordability. Next, you cannot change land prices. Next, you have to do this, do that. No, there's a lot of constraints. So when you put all these constraints together, there's no way to optimize. Yeah, there's no way to optimize, right? So therefore, you know, you know, very simply speaking, just fix the problem, okay, before it even created. The government knows, they have the data at their fingertips. The minute a houses transacts, okay, they are the first to know even before us. Just read all this data, you know whether the price is going up or down, right? Stop. Very simple. So this one you have to solve the problem before it even start. If the problem starts already, that means you have price escalated already. Yeah, there's no way to go down already. There's no way to go down. Yeah. Nobody will be happy right now if you do that. So okay, so the prices have gone up already, right? So property prices have gone up. Okay. Now you do pooling measure, okay, who will be unhappy? A lot of people unhappy, right? People already at high prices unhappy. People own houses like that unhappy. I'm sure even the opposition party people who own private houses are unhappy, right? So did you see any opposition party people actually say no, whack the houses, make it all drop by 20% across the whole economy? Do you hear them saying that? No, right? Why? Because they are also owners of property. Who like that, right? So you cannot even allow this problem to come up. You got to nip the bud before it comes up. And as who can, you know, who can solve this problem is the government, because the government knows it. But mindset needs to change first, right? The first mindset that needs to change is we cannot allow property price escalation. Who benefits in a property price escalation? Property owners, property owners, right? Okay, but property owners, property owners benefit, okay, which is most of people, but their children don't benefit. You know that? So you are benefiting current generation at the expense of future generation. And philosophically, we never allow ourselves to do that. We never allow ourselves to make the current generation enjoy something at the expense of the next generation philosophically. Then why do you allow that in Singapore? Right? Once we have philosophical change, the government will know what to do. I know what to do. You know, if we allow property price to escalate, okay, all these problems are unsolvable already. Yeah. Okay. So if you the minute you make BTO prices very cheap and resale prices very expensive, then you have a huge gap there, right? That will create other problems as well, right? So you cannot allow that problem to fester, right? So therefore, the problem to solve that problem requires us to solve the problem at the philosophy level, at the policy principle level. Okay. Yes. Someone say I based on how can other people make money when I don't, right? So yeah. So therefore, it is very, very important that we settle this at the principle level. Property prices cannot escalate, right? Once you set that as a principle, then the whole economy is very clear. Okay, right? Then it's very, very clear, right? So true. My parents bought our four-room flat at 30 years old. I'm now 30 years old. I can't even afford a three-room flat on my own. Exactly. So 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 philosophically, we cannot allow property prices to escalate. The minute you escalate, okay, you seem to benefit, but actually you don't, because once it goes up, it's unrealizable wealth. You cannot realize it. You sell it, you stay where, right? And your children cannot afford, right? So the only people that benefits are people who own multiple properties, right? And that's okay, right? If we slow down the pace of property price escalation to a moderate level, on that is in line with our GDP, I think that's okay, right? That's okay. Right now, a lot of a lot of our blue collar workers are now forced to stay in JB. I know of relatives, distant relatives, they used to stay in Singapore. Now they can't afford. They went to stay in. They go and stay in JB, and then every day go in and out. Princess Cove, I think. There are places at Princess Cove, and then near the. It's very cheap. One whole condo, I think rental. I don't know, 2,000 ringgit or 1,008 ringgit. You stay one whole condo, Yeah, downstairs, lots of exciting place. That day I went to see, wow, Princess Cove, quite nice. Okay, yes. So Danga Bay also very near and things like that. But Princess Cove, I literally there from the condo, there is a overhead bridge that walk to the CIQ, the custom. So are there Singaporeans? Yes, there are Singaporeans as well, right? So and there are uh, yeah. No, that's at a philosophical level. We must come to acceptance that asset enhancement is not a good policy to pursue. Okay. Second is that price escalation will only cause pain. Okay, in the economy. Once we accept these two, every even you put a three, no, not three. You put a normal person in government, they will know what to do. You need to first change your mindset. But the minute you start saying, I need to achieve this, I need to achieve this, I need to achieve this, all this philosophy need to achieve this, then you try to optimize the policy, you can't. Jing can call, very difficult. I also don't know what to do. Stay at Larkin, bus 170. Yeah. Okay. Many Singaporeans can't afford to live in Singapore anymore. My friend rent a place in JB to work to and fro, Singaporean. I'm sure there are more such cases. Okay. So anyway, these are my thoughts. My thoughts is that who started the concept asset enhancement? I think even Lee Kuan Yew or Goh Chok Tong time already started already, right? It seems like a very good thing, in the past. But years later, decades later, realize, wow, this one can cause social problems, right? We all look like we are very wealthy. I sell a house, you go and stay where, right? You can move down from 4 room flat to 3 room flat, see whether the house got enough space for your things. Yeah, very funny. Okay, Roy said, 1980, my father worked as a blue collar worker for $150 a month, bought a 3 room flat for 17,000. Today, 40 years later, a blue collar worker, okay, earns $3,000 a month, but a 3 room flat in Ang Mo Kio is 400,000. Yeah, I'm sure this issue will not see the end of it. Okay, I would like to hear your thoughts. A lot of you are it's a very emotional topic. It hits all of us. It hits our children. Okay, and it is not. This is not an anti-government ranting session. Okay, it's not. It is suggestion that we need to move certain mindset change, certain philosophy of the government in order that you find the solution. If you try to achieve this, achieve that, achieve that, all these so many things all achieved together, you try to optimize within this small little box. You make a box so small. Oh, what can you do? You can't. You can't please. You can't. But once certain mindset change happen, it's easy, right? Okay. Once we decided that property prices cannot escalate, of course, it's very easy for me to do it, man. Right? It's very easy for us to just stop it, right? But this will hurt a lot of people. So I'm sorry. I'm proposing. Anyway, I don't think the government is going to hear me. But I think I'm fair to air it, right? So as long as we understand that this is something that hurts us, or at least just deal with the HDB. Yeah, just deal with the HDB, right? Okay. Right. If you want to stop HDB price escalation, you can. Right, you can. Very easy. Right. Whack demand, increase supply, build a hell of supply, all this, you can solve it. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, what do you think? Okay. Controversial. Listen, this is not, I say again, not an anti-government ranting session. I'm highly supportive of government. I think they have a terrible job to do, difficult job. But you know what? Okay. But I think that as mindset change would happen, okay, break certain. You want to break. You want to push against the wall. You got to first break the wall, right? Fix certain things, and I think the rest is easy. Okay. Yes. Right. I mean, if you really want to stop property price from escalating, stop the foreigners from buying. Why should foreigners be allowed to buy? Okay, they can rent. Okay, they don't allow them to buy. Overnight, the property price will crash. Right. Okay, for sure. Right. Now, I mean, our, or at least stop it for 1 year, 2 years, which is what the Canada do. I'm not saying that that's the best. Okay. Okay. Yes. Yep. Okay. No, you're right. There's no way to change the mindset because everybody is looking after their own interests. Remember, I said everybody like their property price to escalate, but everybody don't like property price to escalate, but they like their own property price to escalate. I'm also like that, right? So you see, once you allow this thing to happen, everybody is having this problem. Yeah. Cool. Okay. All right. Good. Okay. Cool. The problem is that nowadays we really have to be careful because the world is now in a dish. Everybody can easily be a digital nomad. Look at me. I'm hardly in Singapore right now. I'm talking to you from Europe. Do you know how cheap Europe house prices is? I do business from Europe. I don't need to stay in Singapore. People can stay in a lot of different places, right? We don't want to lose. Fortunately, I'm still doing Singapore business, but we don't want to lose our precious single biggest resource that our country has, which is our human. you allow this problem to fester, our next generation will go overseas. I don't want a stage where I've got to go in a hop, every 3 months rotate one kid to go and see where they are, that kind of thing, right? If my kids all go overseas, they are very, very, they are very, 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 very easy to relocate. Why? Because, uh, well educated, seen the world, they know, right? So that mindset change need to happen. Should we change a new government? No. Look at the stupid policy that idea that our opposition party gave. No, stupid. Yeah, I don't think the quality of opposition party is any better. Yeah. So, but as long as we can change certain mindset, I think we can solve this problem. Yeah. Okay, we can solve this problem. This is my thought. Yeah. Okay. Uh, yes. Okay. Uh, do I own property overseas? No, I don't. I only got one property, HDB. Yes. Okay. One HDB. Does policy, oh, there's so many questions right now. Does the policymaker stay in HDB or condo? Do they feel the pinch of generation right now? That's not, that's a topic that's a bit sensitive. Huh? Andrew keep talking about, who is this? Andrew keep talking about his property. We really pity people who are, okay, allow property price to continue rise, but wages over. Yes, okay. Need to streamline the whole political system, achieve accountability. No, let's not make this political ranting. It's not meant to be. This one is my view of how this problem can be solved. Once we change the mindset, okay, certain philosophy that has been entrenched deeply in our government, once that mindset is changed, the government will know how to solve it. You agree with me? Agree, give lightly. How come less than one third of you all give a like? Ah, yeah. Okay. Yes. Okay. Should HDB price to peg to medium income to ensure affordability? No, you set the prices HDB PTO price low, but the resale are all very high. You know what's gonna happen, right? There's gonna be a lot of distortion. Yeah. Okay. I hope government watch your video. I don't think that's so free. Okay. All right. Um, should limit the number of properties each person. You see, once we allow that mindset to change, then it's very easy. All of us can solve the problem, right? All of us can solve the problem, right? So yeah, once you accept the fact that 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 we should not allow property price escalate, how many ideas you all can come up with? Right? 50, 100 ideas to stop the price from escalating. So let's say we come 100 ideas, at least 2 or 3 of them will work, right? Okay. We don't want Singapore to end up like Hong Kong, where our young people have no hope and no future in Singapore. We cannot allow that happen. Okay. Yes. Okay. Can't go up, can't go down. How? We pay more like exactly. So don't even allow it to go up. Yeah, give all NS 20% discount. Everybody wants to strike 4D with property, right? Yeah. Okay. Uh, okay. Okay. Exactly. Everybody loves the windfall from HDB, okay, but yet they don't want to pay the price, right? So, okay, good. Okay, well, okay. No, please say give everybody a guaranteed chance to win Toto $12 million. It is almost like that when you allow, for example, when you allow this kind of thing to happen, then you create a chance for everybody to feel like they can strike Toto $12 million, and when they don't, they get very unhappy, right? And then they blame the government, right? Very simple to me, right? Don't create this opportunity. Give people no chance of striking for $12 million, right? And then this problem goes away, right? Allow property prices to escalate. Right? As simple as that. Okay. Now, first of all, someone say, hey, but Mr. Lu, you're not. This is because only have HDB. I got one condo, one HDB, one landed property whatsoever. Okay. Yes, the people will be extremely unhappy will be those with multiple properties. But you know what? Okay, it's a sensitive topic. I know. Okay, but you know, we gotta start thinking maturely for our children, our next generation, right? Okay, cool. Okay, okay, thank you. Okay, any last comments? If not, it's 12:20 already. I'm sorry, I'll restart my live stream so late. Okay, if not, thank you. It's an emotional topic. Please don't get too worked up. For joining me. Okay, can you call identity? Yeah. You think around okay. I bought multiple for my children. How good for them? Now they have houses solved already, so the problem goes away. Do you think what problem is the salary increase is much lower than house increase? But if salary increase goes up too much, our cost of production goes up too much, the economy is going to be hurt. Business owners is going to be in trouble. Government always protect the rich. Not quite true, not about government. Okay. Mr. Lu, what are you having at McDonald's? B, can you please contact her? Uh, okay, I have one chicken wing waiting for me, and 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 French fry that is completely wiped out by my daughter and my my daughter and my yeah. Every week go holiday, Mr. Blue don't stay with I work here lah. Hello, okay, okay, work here lah. Mr. Lu, thanks for speaking on this topic. Really pick check to watch parliamentary video. The rule of problem is government is too open for foreign investors. We need the foreigners to come in, okay, but we can curtail their capability to disrupt our economy. Yes, can do some travel vlog. I do my morning walks and hopefully from there you can see. Yeah, okay. Wages must keep pace with productivity growth. We cannot allow wages to escalate too much. Once we do that, we are finished. Our country will cost of living will go up. Okay. Yes. They want HDB PR to convert to what? To Singapore to get a difference. Okay. Most importantly, we must have Louis to live there. My $300 CDC voucher finished already in 2 weeks. Okay. Okay. How many houses? Okay. Anyway. Do more property talks. I'm not an expert in property, but I can talk philosophically about policy. Yeah. Okay. Just because Mr. Lu talk about HDB doesn't mean he must be political. Exactly. I'm not. This is a it affects all Singaporean. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Okay. Good. Okay. With this, thank you for joining me tonight. Okay. Have a good night, and we'll talk to you again. Okay. Right. Thank you. See you. I want to say that I have a YouTube. B, can you show me our TikTok? Yeah. So it's quite funny. One of our TikTok video went viral that it caught the eyes of Asia One. Asia One wrote an article on it. Okay. So this Kate Lu actually. This thing went viral. Close to 100,000 people watching right now. So so my TikTok channel is called Lulu Pix. LOOLOPICS Lulu Pix. Please join me. Lulu Pix. Okay, one word. Lulu Pix is a TikTok channel. Okay. Yes. And I want to yeah, please join. Asia One has written an article on it. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Share the link on TikTok. Okay, I'll do that. Okay. All right. Good night, everybody. Okay. Good night. Okay. Good night. Good night. Thanks. Good night. Good night to everybody. Okay. It's good night. Uh, okay. S&P 500 down 4 points or 4%. 4% will be very serious. Okay. What's S&P right now? S&P, my phone is live streaming, so I can't tell. Down 4 points or 4%. Yeah. Okay. Okay. We'll talk about stock market tomorrow. Stay work in Singapore, stay in JB cost over. I'm retirement house thinking about that. Very seriously. Good night, Ellen. Good night to you. Okay. Good night. Good night, everybody. Okay. Good night. Yes. Okay. Okay. Minus 2.52 points. Percent or yes, K2 is the Asia one. So when you say points is percent or points. Yeah, minus 2.5%, will be quite serious. Then it's good. Then I can go in and shoot some more bullets. Okay. Good night, everybody. Okay, good night. Okay, good night. Okay, good night. I'm going to look at the stock market now. Okay, good night.